Chapter 6: Wealth, Education, and Welfare Through Hypnosis. Relief of psychosomatic symptoms. Some doctors classify psychosomatic diseases as those which have no apparent physical cause. For example, a woman complains of a persistent pain in her chest, yet tests and x-rays prove nothing to be wrong in that area of her body. Many doctors, including psychiatrists, now are broadly defining term psychosomatic to include such diseases that are physical in nature but mental in origin. Many even suspect that a patient's mental state determines whether he will accept or repel a bacterial invasion. Every thought has a physical response, and every act has its emotional counterparts. Your body and mind are one. The passive observation of a tree or a flower sets in motion a physical response involving millions of nerve cells from the retina of the eye to the various parts of the brain. The very thought of a tree produces similar activity that can involve millions of brain cells comparing associated memories. This is physical activity. All mental activity depends upon physical activity and changes in the tissues of the body. Your mind can make you sick, and conversely, it can make you well. This does not mean the trouble is all in your mind. The pain and symptoms are real, but the trouble started in your mind and can be treated by redirecting your mind. To better understand the affirmations that follow, review the first several pages of Chapter 4, which is the recording called, just a moment here while I go to it, Controlling Destructive Emotions. So go back to that recording, Controlling Destructive Emotions, which explains how disruptive emotions disturb the body's delicate chemical balance. Symptoms can be eliminated by reversing the process through autosuggestion while in hypnosis. Do not treat symptoms without first consulting a doctor. Let me repeat that. Do not treat symptoms without first consulting a doctor. Pain or other symptoms may be warnings of serious disorders that can be successfully treated only by emergency measures. Certain drugs work faster than the mechanisms of the body, for both mind and body must have time to reverse their course to effect a cure. The cancer patients described in previous recordings, who had been kept alive and in some cases cured by mental processes, had all received full medical and surgical treatments before using hypnosis as a therapy. Autosuggestion or hypnosis, used properly in conjunction with medical help, will speed recovery and alleviate pain and discomfort. If the doctor diagnoses the disease to be psychosomatic, hypnosis is the best cure. A man by the name of Gil Boyne, a famous hypnotherapist and hypnotist in the U.S., too tells of the case of a terminally ill cancer patient who was referred to him by a leading doctor. The doctor estimated the patient had only about 6 months to live and asked Boyne to relieve his pain by hypnosis. Boyne first taught the patient self-hypnosis and then glove anesthesia, described later on in this recording. He has received Christmas cards from the patient for 3 years now, and it seems he is still doing well. Whether the relief from the pain or the change of attitude toward it slowed the process and progress of the disease is not known, but the patient is certainly ahead of the game and free of pain as a result of learning hypnosis.